This is Tristan, the bow tie toy guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's episode of my toy hunting series, we are going on a road trip to Cincinnati, Ohio to attend the Queen City Beautiful Doll Club Fashion Doll Show. This is an amazing doll show that happens twice a year. We have attended multiple times in the past on the channel. I'll leave links in the description down below to each of those previous episodes. So when you're finished watching this one, please check those out. I will walk around today and film as many of the beautiful dolls as I can, and stay tuned at the end of the video for the haul portion to see if I pick up anything today from my own personal collection. If you enjoy watching doll collecting videos on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel, and let's get started. Let's get started as we drive to Cincinnati. Look at all these amazing dolls as soon as I walked in, like this SpongeBob SquarePants Barbie gift set. That was cool to see. There's also a mint in box Sun Jewel Shawnee and a Polly Pocket Barbie. If you're a Bratz collector, this video is definitely going to be for you. There were quite a few mint in box Bratz dolls to look at, so definitely watch throughout the entire video. For instance, here are some mint in box Bratz boys dolls. I have this Barbie as Cinderella doll at home in my collection. She's so pretty. And I actually really like this Barbie as Supergirl doll. They did a good job on her. There are quite a few dolls on my list that I need, like this Sun Jewel Skipper, but I have to cherry pick when I go to shows like this. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what you collect specifically. I try to show a little bit of everything when I go to doll shows. Look at this beautiful Jasmine doll from Disney's Aladdin with Raja. Really, really pretty. I have found this Ocean Friends Barbie several times thrifting in the past. You can always ID her because of her painted black legs. Here is a mint in box vintage troll Barbie, iconic, right next to a really beautiful ribbons and roses Barbie. I also have this doll in my collection at home, Sweet Romance Barbie. I found her at the Great Ohio Toy Show. There were several vendors with loose dolls to look through as well. They were typically under their tables. This particular box has a variety. This was cool and unexpected to see. There was a box of Action Jackson fashion packs. Directly above that, they had vintage Barbie and Ken. I was really tempted by that little fashion extras pack on the left there with the shoes. Look at this cute vintage Island Fun hut playset. Look at this adorable Clark Kent-esque Ken doll. And then this is the Hollywood hair Ken outfit, but it was on a different doll. This vendor had a nice collection of more modern Barbie and Ken fashion and accessory packs. I unfortunately didn't get any footage of it, but you will never guess how much the most expensive doll was at the show. There was a vendor with a #1 ponytail Barbie, and it was priced at $18,000. This was so cool. There was a 1980s mint in box Takara Barbie. Here we go, the legend continues. Is this the Cabbage Patch Kids doll that bit kids' fingers off? I'm not quite sure, but it might be. This was such an awesome vendor. The last thing I thought I would see is a mint in box Coleco Alf plush. That is so cool. He also had a nice box of vintage Ken fashion packs from Fashion Avenue. There were even a few Barbie Fashion Avenue fashion packs in there. I promised this vendor that I would give them a shout out. They drove a long way to set up. They have a comics and collectibles store in Mason City, Iowa called Oak Leaf Comics and Collectibles. So if you're ever in that area, definitely look them up. They have been in business since the 1970s. Now we're getting into Bratz heaven, but look at the prices. Some of these mint in box Bratz dolls have skyrocketed. And look at this awesome Spectra doll mint in box. That was so cool to see. I had to actually look it up to figure out what it was. I don't remember that doll line. In the top left corner, they had a mint in box boy Spectra doll. Now we're getting into more awesome vintage mint in package fashions like this Ken easy to dress tuxedo. There were some Fashion Avenue packs in here as well, and some more of the easy to dress line. If you're not familiar with my channel, I actually prefer to collect fashion packs more so than dolls. I have two sections in my doll collection where I hang up vintage as well as modern Barbie fashion packs. I also collect clone doll fashions, and I really enjoy looking through fashion packs when I'm at shows like this, but when they're between $15 and $30 each, I really have to cherry pick what I bring home with me for my collection. That's what's so difficult about amazing doll shows like this, when there are literally hundreds of dolls and dozens of fashion packs to choose from. What do you bring home with you? Do you stick with just fashions? Do you bring home dolls, or a combination thereof? Definitely stay tuned at the end of the video for the haul portion to see what I pick out today. Here we go with some more awesome Bratz dolls, but once again, they're expensive now, mint in box. Look how cute this little Halloween doll is. I love stuff like this. I have a seasonal section in my collection for spring, summer, fall, and winter. If we buy this doll, we can save $1 on a Fashion Avenue fashion pack. I wonder if Mattel would let somebody claim that all these decades later. Look at this pretty portrait in blue gown. I wish we had stuff like that with modern Barbie. This Target exclusive Happy Holidays Barbie is actually pretty. This vendor even had a vintage G.I. Joe, and on the table above, more vintage dolls. Is this considered a bubble cut? I don't have very many dolls from the 1960s, and I'm still learning to ID them. I typically collect Superstar era, which is late 70s through late 90s. Before that confuses anyone, I also collect early to mid 2000s as well as modern Barbie. I just tend to be a lot pickier from those sort of eras, whereas with Superstar, that tends to be the larger portion of my collection. With fashion packs, I'm a little bit more open to all of the different eras, all of the different decades of Barbie, because it's interesting to see how the fashions have changed over time. As we move from table to table, I hope you can see that this show has such a great variety. Look at this gorgeous 1988 mint in box Superstar Barbie. This mint in box Horse Love and Kin was very tempting. He is so handsome. Of course, I had to get a shot of Peaches and Cream Barbie. This was extremely exciting to see. Under one of the tables, this vendor had a box with loose Novi Stars dolls. These are so interesting and cool. I remember seeing them at retail and watching animation of them, and I was tempted, but I never picked any of them up, and I actually regret it because they're really interesting dolls. I love seeing interesting merchandise like this, a mint in box Barbie inflatable table. Now we're getting to something that I'm probably the only person who has any interest in. One of the vendors, O'Smiley's Dolls and Collectibles, she had a large box of vintage 80s Hugga Bunch dolls, and I asked her to bring it with her so that I could dig through. I actively collect, specifically, I actively restore Hugga Bunch dolls when I find them out in the wild. I don't come across them very often, but I actually really love them. They're really ugly and really cute at the same time. They're a little bit bigger than a vintage Cabbage Patch Kids doll. If you're not familiar, each larger Hugga doll came with a little baby. They were referred to as Huglets, and they each had their own name and personality. But in the Emmy Award-winning TV special, there was literally a TV movie back in the day with live action as well as puppetry. They were just simply referred to as Huggas, whether they were the little babies or the, like, I guess you would say adolescent characters. There were fashion packs made for the dolls, as well as even small PVC minifigures, and there were sort of, I would say, strawberry shortcake-sized dolls that were made as well. Look at these pretty Disney princess dolls of Cinderella and Alice. This was cool to see, a mint box my size bride Barbie, and this vendor had a good selection of vintage dolls and fashions on the table as well, like this really cute fashion pack that I was also tempted by from the Jeans Weekend collection. This vendor's table is going to wrap up the doll show for me. It was amazing. Stay tuned for the haul portion at the end of this video to see what I picked out. I am back from attending the Queen City Beautiful Doll Club Fashion Doll Show. It was amazing as always. Thank you for sticking around to the end for the haul portion. Let me show you what I found. It's going to be a little noisy because I have things sort of everywhere. We'll start with, I found a 2008 Mint in Package Trick or Treat Kelly doll. Specifically, this is one of Kelly's friends, Miranda, in this adorable little pumpkin Halloween costume. These are some of the other characters that they released in this wave with two different versions of Kelly herself. Just a really adorable little doll that I'm going to put in with my Halloween display. That was my first pickup. And then from that same vendor, I also found a Mint in Box vintage Pearl Beach teen skipper doll. I am trying to collect all of the Pearl Beach dolls, and I didn't have the teen skipper version. She is really, really pretty. These are some of the other dolls that were released. I actually really love the Teen Skipper face mold, and it's a really pretty bathing suit. She was released in 1997. And then we'll keep going with Barbie. I found a Mint in Box My First Ballet Barbie. And if you remember in a previous toy hunting episode, I found the Ken doll, the My First Ballet Ken doll. So I'm very excited to finally put the pair together. Really beautiful blue tutu with the little ballet slippers. Really pretty doll. I love the outfit on the Ken as well. This was released in 1991. So I'm going to open this one so that I can display her with her ballet partner. And then speaking of Ken, her ballet partner, I found another vintage Ken doll, Mint in Box from 1989. This is the Dance Magic Ken. I just fell in love with his face. It's a really beautiful Ken doll, and I love this tuxedo, this outfit he has on. It's so cute. I'm going to be on the lookout now for the Barbie to go with him so that I can put them together. He also has a color changing feature with his hair, which is really neat. And I'm going to open him to display him loose, so I might test out the color feature. But I really, really liked his face sculpt. And then let's get into, I have to move things around. I also found a couple of Hugga Bunch dolls. I found one of the little babies, one of the little Huglets. I'm going to have to restore it. It's, dusty and dirty, but it still has its little diaper. And I'm going to have to ID it to figure out which larger doll it came with. But I know I don't have this one. So I picked out this cute little baby. And then this is going to be difficult to see and noisy, but I found one of the larger dolls as well with a baby. Specifically, this one is Precious Hugs. I'm going to have to clean it up and restore it as well, but I couldn't help it. I really love Hugga Bunch dolls. They're really, really cute and also really, really ugly at the same time. And that is everything I found. Please let me know in the comments down below. Did you see anything at the show that you would have picked up? Subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.